Hey, what's up, guys? It's Luke, and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for checking out the channel. Today, draft picks with Brothers War. This is the third and final pack we'll be doing, looking at cards from real packs that someone might be handing out to you at a draft, and we're going to pick the cards in the order, take the token out, that I would pick the cards, and of course you probably will disagree, or you might agree, I don't know. Let's take a look at the cards in the pack first. We have Conscripted Infantry, Rust Goliath, Goring Warplow, Military Discipline, Coastal Bulwark, Energy Refractor, Power Stone Engineer, Power Plant Worker, Ashnod's Intervention, Cradle Clear Cutter, Symmetry Matrix, Alloy Animist. Ooh, we got a Mythic Platoon Dispenser. And a Precursor Golem. Holy moly. And we got Thran Vigil in foil. So, ooh, we've got some picks to make here. Oh boy. We've got some tough choices, and I think when this pack comes around again, it'll be fine. Alright. We're gonna go with Precursor Golem. This card is a beast of a card. For 5 mana, what happens is this thing enters the battlefield, and you make 2 3/3 colorless Golem artifact creature tokens, so 2 more of these guys. But here's the thing. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single golem, that player copies that spell for each other golem that spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those golems. Now, this could be really amazing. It could also be pretty devastating. So, for example, if you cast a pump spell on it, that pump spell will count for all of them. So if they're like +2, +0 or something, then they're all going to be 5/3s. That's incredible. But if they do like a removal spell on one of them, then it removes them all. I think it's worth it to have this in the deck. It's just incredible. It's like a 3-in-1 card. Crazy stuff here. Okay, Platoon Dispenser. Oh man, is that the next one, or are there other cards? I mean, there are other cards I like in here, but are they? Well, you know what? I guess I will go Platoon Dispenser. It's a 5-drop. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more other creatures, draw a card. That's really good. You're gonna have 2 creatures in limited for sure, and it makes creature tokens as well. So yeah, we'll take Platoon Dispenser. That might even be number 1. I don't know. After that, I'm going to go with Cradle Clear Cutter. It's the uncommon, and add an amount of green mana equal to Cradle Clear Cutter's power. So if you do it for Prototype, it's going to add 1 mana, but if you do it at full cost, you can get 3. This can really heavily ramp you, which is really awesome. Alloy Animist would be the next pick for me. This one I feel like is just a bit fragile, so I picked the other one first. This one is really great though because it can make 4/4 artifact creatures, turn your power stones into 4/4 artifacts. You can use those to swing and hit with. Really awesome ability, and it's only costs 1 green. So this and the card I picked before, Cradle Clear Cutter, I feel like they can be interchangeable. Both are really good. I feel like this one's more aggressive, and that one's more rampy and defensive. Alright, after all of those, I think I'd go with, and this is just a personal pick, I just love these big dumb, and it's not even that dumb, giant cards. 10 for a 10/10, but for 5, 3 and 2 green, it can be a 3/5 prototype with reach and trample. And to make this better, you can put a sword on it, you can pump it up, and it just becomes a lot better, and it can trample through. So I love drafting these. I love getting those ramps. So, in the first pack we found like the Gwenna, which would, add 2 mana. And then we had the Foundry Inspector, which could take off a cost. And with all of those reducers and things like that, this can become something that you can actually cast. Okay. After that, I think I'd take the Energy Refractor. It's one of those small trinkety artifacts that you can have when it ETBs. You draw a card, that's good enough, it replaces itself, and then you can get a mana of any color in case you needed to splash another color in. This might be useful for that. I like Power Stone Engineer. I think other people have come down a bit on Power Stone Engineer, but it just, you use it to block or trade and get a Power Stone out of it. And that's, of course, nice, especially in those Selesnya decks. After that, I think we'll go with Power Plant Worker. This guy is a 4/4 for 5, but for 3 he gets +2/+2 at the end of the turn, so it becomes a 6/6, which could be significant. But if you have, the Tower Worker and Mine Worker out, it gets 2 counters instead of just getting the +2. So that becomes a big threat if you get the whole team going there. Alright, Goring Warplow, we'll have you next. This is one of those fun 1/1 Death Touchers for 1 and a black. Or it can be a 5/4 Death Toucher for 6. I think it's just solid. Solid big thing there. Conscripted Infantry, not bad. 3/1. When it dies, you get to make a 1/1 Soldier Artifact creature token. So it's a 2 for 1. Let's go with Military Discipline first. I'd pick this one first. It gives a creature first strike and +1/+0, so you can win combat and flashes in for just 1 white. For just 1 black, I'd pick this next Ashnod's Intervention. It gives a creature +2/+0. And when it dies or goes into exile, it goes right back to the owner's hand. It gets a second chance. The last few cards I don't think are very good. We got Coastal Bulwark. I see this sometimes, but I don't think it's great. You can pay 2 and tap it to Surveil 1. Thran Vigil, not something that I would use very often. And Symmetry Matrix, never. I think I've ever used that ever. So in this final pack, we're going to go with the Precursor Golem, the Platoon Dispenser, Cradle Clearcutter, Alloy Animist, Rust Goliath, Energy Refractor, Power Stone Engineer, Power Plant Worker, Goring Warplow, Conscripted Infantry, Military Discipline, Ashnod's Intervention, Coastal Bulwark, Thran Vigil, and then the Symmetry Matrix. And there we go. Let me know what you would have picked first, and if you would have done anything out of the order that I had done them in. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.